I can't start stream with that statement.
We actually started stream with the words "I can't start stream with that statement." So now
Even better.
everyone will be deadly curious.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
Lovely. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago.
Nom 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 nom.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, very happy to have
Yippee!
you. Me staring at Text VC for the audio check results. Staring. Please.
You're
All right. I'm on it.
Thank
No,
you.
you're good. I'm not
Okay, if you
gonna
got
text you. I'm not gonna text you if I'm sitting here in call with you. You're good, Jegg Minecraft.
I want you to message me so it's not on the VOD. Like, we're good. Like, yes.
Okay, you know what is already on the VOD though? You going, I'm staring at.
Oh,
I'm staring at text for somebody to tell me.
Hey guys, fun thing. If you can't tell, every time I like pause after you guys are doing a bit and then I say, hey everyone, and welcome back to Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago again, that means I've cut the previous chunk out of the VOD. I've actually been editing.
Okay, well, you did this after your introduction, so.
You hate us?
No.
Yeah, guys, this is
die.
proof that Jegg Minecraft hates us because she cuts all of our funny bits out of her.
No, I don't cut all your funny bits out.
Yes, you do.
But I do.
All of our funniest bits happen before we do our recap.
Guys, if you want to see a collection of all the funniest bits that I've cut out of these streams, I want you to comment on the VODs over on youtube.com. I just spelled it. No, it is called YouTube.
Chat, Jegg Minecraft forgets how to spell YouTube.
Anyway, guys, / Rock Campaigns. There you can find all my lovely friends. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Actually, you can find these VODs over at Rock Campaign. We are not all individually on Rock Campaign.
You're all in a lot of you are in the videos. I think everyone here is in at least most of the videos. Benny and Ben are in the most. More than me. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Crazy.
Because we're delightful.
You are delightful. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago. We're going to do a quick pronoun go-around and then get into our recap. First things first. Ben.
Hello, I'm Ben. I use any all. Same for CHEEG.
ALYCIA.
Hi, I'm ALYCIA. I play CYPHER Dreamer. I use any all pronouns, as do they.
Draw.
Ayo, I'm Draw. I use love, it, any, all, and I play DELPHI. Any.
Benny.
Hello, I'm Benny. I'm just a simple they them user. And I play Siren, who uses whatever you need them to.
SQUO'MO Guman.
Oh my god, she's fucking dead!
SQUO'MO on my goomin till she squo on the goom.
Liz tends to be very mysterious with her pronouns. And then we've reached a point where SQUO'MO, it kind of just depends on the bit, you know?
SQUO'MO's pronouns are whatever is funniest in the moment.
That's true.
I think it's funny that people claim Liz is mysterious with her pronouns when she has some of the simplest of all of our friends.
It's true. For us, it's very simple.
Lame.
But, well, that's true. But the thing is...
SQUO'MOs are very complicated, absolutely.
SQUO'MOs are very complicated. But Liz will never tell you that they're she, her on a stream. She won't. She'll just... Not since the
She just
instant.
gaslights you.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be like, you'll figure it out. Oh, and speaking of figuring it out. Hello, everyone. It's me, your favorite Jegg. Jegg Minecraft 23. They, she, and happy to be. When we last left off, the party completed one of the final brackets of the tournament. Out of CYPHER, DELPHI, CHEEG, and Stormina, CHEEG was victorious. And tomorrow, we'll be going up against Andreas Arendrakon in a 1v1 battle for the Dragonheart Gem. In the meantime, though, Heavy is throwing a celebration in honor of CHEEG's success in the tournament. Obviously, no one can say for sure what's going to happen tomorrow, but as for tonight, CHEEG is a winner. At the same time, there's quite a bit of excitement in the party as CYPHER has been invited for a dinner date with Andreas Arendrikon. It's quite possible that whatever CYPHER learns tonight will be invaluable in the tournament tomorrow. For now, the sun is down. It's a cool evening. The Coliseum is quiet. What are you folks getting up to before CHEEG's party begins that evening? I'll tell you what. Who wants to roll a d4?
A D4.
Yeah.
Sure, I've got one on my desk.
Absolutely.
Give me a sec.
You've got this.
Found it.
All right.
It's gonna be a 2.
Oh, beautiful. 2 for CYPHER. CYPHER, you are double booked this evening. Booked back to back, anyway. Thankfully, there will be enough time for you to attend the party and head to dinner after the fact, as Andreas is picking you up at 8 o'clock sharp. In the meantime, what are you getting up to? Heavy is still setting up festivities.
I should probably get ready for this date, since it's pretty important
Mm-hmm.
for espionage and all that.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll take the few skills I've been taught.
Oh, is CYPHER wearing their usual outfit, or are you spicing things up?
They don't really have a closet. So they'll like try a combination of the clothes that they already have and see if there's a way that they can like spice it up a bit.
Absolutely. All right. Do me a favor and roll a... Tell you what, we can make it a performance check.
A performance? Okay. Let me pull up Cypher's sheet. Had the wrong character up. Right. That's gonna be a dirty 20 for a performance.
All right, absolutely. Now, CYPHER, with your current outfit, you're already generally quite stylish. However, using your knowledge of, well, of charm, you do know that you could wear it open for once, which could be quite the look. If you'd like to use your potion craft to change the colors of your outfit, I do think it would be possible for you to do that. Akin to prestidigitation. A disguised
Okay.
self, if you will.
All right. I don't know this person's favorite colors.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I should ask for advice.
Absolutely. Who'd you like to ask for advice?
Who's nearby?
Assuming that you're on your ship, um, CHEEG, but of course, I imagine Siren would be around. Um, the party is being set up over on Sabrina's ship. I mean, the two will
Okay.
probably be more or less attached, but you understand.
Yeah, so just the first person I run into.
All right. Benny, what is Siren getting up to?
Honestly,
Yeah?
probably not too much. I might be doing, you know what? It's a party. I'm doing up a little bit of, I'm doing a bit more flashy makeup for the evening.
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Um, Cypher, as you make your way from your usual designated area on Cheek's ship, I imagine you would find Siren with a mirror, uh, looking fantastic, as always, as they're putting the finishing touches on their look for tonight.
Oh, you look busy. All right. Maybe
I'm
I can find.
I'm not.
All right. So I'm trying to do the whole gather information thing using the methods you taught me. Um, is my understanding that I'm supposed to be dressed a certain way?
Well, I mean, he seems to like you, not like persona or like I think the goat was kind of more infatuated and for the fact that you had your tits out. But this guy seems more like interested as like the person. So honestly, what would you be most
So
comfortable in?
mm, I don't really have a preference.
Hmm.
I do feel like I should dress slightly differently than normal. That way it doesn't seem like I'm just showing up and put no thought into it. That feels
Sure.
rude.
Yeah, you can dress fancy. Do you have anything that makes you feel like powerful?
I have one set of clothes that I can change the color of or slightly swap out.
I see. How do you feel about suits?
I've never worn a suit before.
Would you like to?
Sure, if you think it'll do the trick.
I imagine Siren has like a a sort of I actually probably have a few. I want to pull out like some nice like pants and then like a blazer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you should keep your like under the sweater thing you wear under works really well for you. So keep that on. But try these. It should fit. We're
Alright.
almost the same size.
Like this?
Yeah. Yeah, you look businessy, kind of studious. I'm fucking with it. How do you feel?
They're nice. I've never worn anything like this before.
Right? Yeah, I made sure to get it because a lot of times suits can sometimes have like an uncomfortable or like a lot of fancy wear. They use some terrible materials for it, but I made sure it was like especially in the inside lined because who wants to be uncomfortable in an evening where you already have to have, some fancy affair to you.
Hmm.
You look good.
Alright. Is there anything else I should do? Any other grooming practices that are common?
I mean, are you clean?
Of course.
I mean, you smell fine. Do you have
I
any,
think
like,
so.
perfume or cologne?
I have plants that I rub on my wrists and neck.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you have one that, like, you haven't been wearing recently.
Well, there's a pine needle and flower that I really, really like. That's usually what I go to. But I could switch it up, I'm sure. I think I've got a couple plants in the storeroom.
Yeah, like something familiar enough that it's like it smells like you, but something maybe a bit more striking, so it's like, "Oh, you smell good," you know? 'Cause that can be one of the first things people notice about you, and it can really change how they feel.
Okay, so like wood? Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you've got some good options.
Hmm. Alright, I could do that. Anything else I should be aware of?
I mean, I know there's, like, some amount of it where it's like, "Oh, get information," but you also seem to enjoy this guy's company, so, like, have a good time, and if there's anything you learned that you want to tell us, you can bring it back, but if there's things you learned that you don't wanna share, that's fine too.
Alright. Sounds good.
Alright, you have a fun time. You're gonna kill it out there.
Thank you. And yeah, I'll turn and walk away.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's see. Next up, CHEEG. This event is being thrown in your honor, since you were the member of the party that made it the furthest in the tournament. Are you doing anything special to prepare for tonight, or keeping it cash?
If
CHEEG
you're
start.
talking, we can't hear you.
Ben? Or did you mean me?
Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna type in text VC. Ben, we can't hear you.
I'm presuming in this case they got up.
That makes sense, and I'm okay with that. We're going to switch over to DELPHI instead for the moment. DELPHI. That
Yo.
that evening, Heavy is doing quite a bit to set up. Your boat is looking bright. Fairy lights are strewn about, and there are tables set up, plenty of chairs. It looks like Heavy got a couch from somewhere. Um, and all in all, there's just a lot set up for the party tonight. Ryder is sort of tagging along, doing whatever they can to assist. Very much grandma and grandchild energy, you know. Uh, Despite Heavy being twice as tall as Ryder, uh, Ryder is the first one to jump in to pick up something heavy. You know the drill. What are you getting up to?
Probably also helping to prep for the festivities.
Lovely. Um, mhm. I would like to imagine, and you have your choice, of course. If you want to decorate, they've probably got that figured out. Um, as far as food detail, not to put DELPHI into a box, but you are the best fisherman of the party. I don't know if that's Heavy essentially looks at you and says, Kid, no matter what you do, it's gonna be great. I've got a million things on my checklist. Have your pick. You'll excuse me. I am going to figure out some minor pyrotechnics. And she's gonna crack her fingers and get to work at her blueprints.
I think Delphi is gonna. We'll decorate. Let's decorate.
Absolutely, absolutely. What are you thinking? Is the focus just party? Are we doing something to honor our friend CHEEG specifically? What's the vibe?
A little bit of both, mainly for Jegg.
Cool. Describe it for me. Paint me a picture.
Man. Fuck. When was the last time I went to a party?
It's a good question.
Oh no.
Oh my god. I don't know.
Bunch of friendless losers tried to plan a party.
Exactly.
No. Let's see.
Well, we're not friends.
Hello?
Hey,
Everybody.
Ben.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back.
Awesome. Okay. I don't know what was going on.
Oh,
I was speaking, but it wasn't happening. So,
oh.
but you continue. I just want to make sure that you guys gave me.
Yeah, thank you. Cool. All right. Tra, as you were saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to decorate for a party.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Would you like some tips and tricks?
Yeah.
All right, so lighting, it seems that these fairy lights are pretty much covered and all that. But as for decoration, if we want to do themes, obviously, you know CHEEG's vibe, right?
Mhm.
If you want to do maybe their theme colors, that could be very neat. If we're talking streamers and stuff like that. Ben, tell me if I'm wrong. When I think of CHEEG, I think of pink and purple first. But if you have colors that would be more you, what do you think, Ben? What would just scream CHEEG?
She well, obviously the pink hair. But a lot of Cheek's outfit is very earth tone. It's a lot of browns. Um, there is purple on the rifle. It's more of like an accent to like the more wooded tones and stuff. So it's like earth colors, and I'd say yeah, pinks and purples.
All right. Did that help at all, Draw?
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. What is Delphi gonna do?
Um, let's do streamers.
Lovely. Streamers galore. Um, as you're moving around, I love the idea that. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everything that you do has to be ocean themed, but the idea that the streamers are like organic, that this isn't just like paper, but it's like some sort of colorful seaweed. Hopefully, it doesn't smell like seaweed, but you know, Delphi can find a way.
Yes, yes.
The boat, by the time you're done, absolutely sticks out, and it's very nice.
Yippee.
All right. As you are getting that set up, CHEEG, are you doing anything special to prepare for your event tonight?
Probably not. Uh, I imagine Chig is a bit more stressed out about tomorrow. So
Absolutely.
just like just fidgeting with the rifle, um, and just making sure, probably just doing last minute repairs or anything that they could get done in the current moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to imagine that your hunting rifle is shining, not to mention the chassis for your turrets by the time you're about set to arrive to your event.
Mhm.
You've got this. Whether CYPHER has information for you or not, you've made it this far. Lovely. All right. Is there anything anyone needs to do before the event? Keeping in mind that partway through CYPHER, we'll be ducking out early to go on this date. All right. As you folks make your way, I imagine there's a sort of path set up for the guest of honor from the dock onto the ship. There are these neon pink and amethyst lights, but the main area of the party is very workshop-esque. There's almost canvas fabric as table runners, and as you look at the snack table, you see it's labeled scrap, and we see that the pretzel rods and the popcorn, they seem to be prestidigitated silver, and they're labeled bolts and shrapnel. There's also a bowl of what's very clearly M&Ms, and it's just labeled bullets.
Awesome.
Love. It should be noted that there is a long table for dinner that night, and while there is a nameplate for CHEEG, there also appear to be nameplates for each of the turrets, Glam, Stingray, and Mary Sue. If you folks look over to either side of the ship, we see what seems to be a facsimile of CHEEG's target practice, except instead of having genuine targets with weapons on hand, they're essentially Nerf guns off on the side. And there's a little wall with break a leg CHEEG, and it seems there are already a few signatures from members of the crew. Sabrina, Heavy, Ryder, and Small Fry have all written a little something for CHEEG. All right.
Is that the thing they had to sign earlier? Or no, that was a card.
It was a card.
Could it get put on the board? And it's incomprehensible, but you know it's sirens.
Absolutely. We love the theming of elegant seductionist can't write for shit.
The problem is I can write too well.
It's too well for the
It's
common
not
mind.
chicken scratch. It's so round and flare. There's so much flair.
Of course. Even in Celestial, that is going to be a DC 25 intelligence check. Golly. All right. You see up at the front, for those of you as you step onto the boat, there seems to be a little podium where Ryder is standing. They're wearing their usual, a button down, some slightly nicer pants, but they've got suspenders on for the occasion. Hi, name, please. Name. Anyone?
I'm
Heavy.
sorry, I didn't process what you were
Names?
saying.
You don't remember who we are?
I just need to see if you're on the list.
Oh, okay. Cypher?
Yep. Okay. You're in. Next. They seem very nervous.
Who's this at the door again?
This
Sorry.
is Ryder. Red tiefling, satyr horns, eye patch.
Ryder, come on.
Hey, I have like one job, please.
Delphi.
Okay, you're in. Next, yeah.
Oh God. Oh, I want to test a bit, but I've forgotten the name. I wanna slightly out of his sight turn into Delphi's sister.
Yeah, absolutely. Which one?
You mean Coraline?
Cora.
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 Oh, am I on the list? Cora?
Small fry is definitely on the list. Let me see. Small fry has a +1. Did you drown small fry?
Oh no, he should be showing up soon. I'll wait for him inside.
It does not take a very high perception to see Ryder gradually reaching for the rapier.
I'll drop the thing up. You're good.
Name.
Siren. You
Okay.
got the job for a reason.
Okay, you're in. You folks are stepping up, and you see Heavy coming around. She is holding, well, it appears to be a massive cannon. However, she sort of kneels down. Anybody want finger food? Got lady fingers. I'm not really, well, I thought it was funny, but it's also the only thing I know how to make, but I made dragon rolls. Because, come on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Take some. I made so much.
Does anyone know where the man of the hour is?
I think they have a separate entrance and are doing a grand entrance. As they are the guest of honor.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know exactly what they're doing. For sure. Anyway, let's see.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
CHEEG. Name. We see Heavy put a hand on Ryder's shoulder as you arrive.
I don't. Cheeg is my name.
Oh, got it. Great.
Crazy, you're not actually on the list.
Damn.
No, wait. Ryder looks. You are not technically on the list. It is your party, and they're sort of going to dart away over to where it says CHEEG break a leg on the big board. They're going to take the rapier and scratch it out. Okay. And they give a big thumbs up.
Awesome.
Coming up just behind you, running a little bit late, we see Small Fry and Cora hand in hand, and Small Fry is just drenched from tip to toe. Hi, CHEEG, congratulations on your party. I'm so sorry. I hope I made it in time. Hi,
Hey, hi.
hi, good job on winning your fight. You did win, right? Of course you won. You won?
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't win.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already got you a gift. You see Cora lean over. Sarcasm. Oh, okay. Well,
You can't tell jokes to autistic people.
you can't tell jokes to autistic people. It's true. I try to do it to DELPHI all the time. It never works.
You can, however, play jokes on autistic people, and that's funny.
No, that is my favorite thing. Cora is going to hold up a little box and spin it. Sorry for keeping your kid. We were working on this for a while. A little fishy told me that you kicked ass in the last fight. So, and CHEEG, you are handed a little gift that says from F and K.
Ew. I'm opening it.
Oh, nice. Lovely. You open it up, and it appears to be a new holster for your hunting rifle. Leatherwork is kind of, well, it's definitely interesting doing it underwater. Took a very long time.
I do have questions about leatherworking underwater, because it doesn't it have to be like dry? Because like that's what leather is.
Cora laughs. I'm sorry, but if I told you, I'd have to kill you. It has to stay in the family.
Hey, that's fair. Trade secrets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've got a better question.
But it's
Why do
awesome.
you guys have to do it underwater?
Well, I mean, there's other stuff. It was a very busy 36 hours. Yeah, I didn't sleep very much, but it's okay.
Siren is Siren is keeping their breath so steady, and you can see them kind of staring off.
All right, so everybody, Heavy's gonna step over. Here you go. Have some finger food. There you go. It's just kind of, she's using a ladle to pass out sushi. And it's just kind of put straight into Small Fry's hands. Oh, that's fine. All right.
Sushi.
Yeah. So, let's see. Guest of honor. We can do games. I've got, oh, Stingray. You're on music, right? And we see Stingray sort of roll up to what appears to be a little turntable. Hold out a little appendage, and the moment it starts, dubstep is vibrating the ship.
Oh
Maybe,
God.
maybe something. No, wait, no, not that one. No. Jegg, what's your favorite kind of music?
Doesn't suit this part. No, doesn't suit this. Doesn't suit this kind of ordeal.
Mm. All right. Well,
Play something that you think I'd enjoy.
Okay. All right. And Stingray is going to stop the dubstep for a moment. Stingray is thinking very hard. As they begin to play, we hear the sound of a gunshot, and we see a hologram of CHEEG killing Crimson during your first battle, as the image proceeds to form into a bit of a remix, occasionally highlighted with the deaths of your enemies on this adventure.
That's your favorite kind of music?
I didn't say it was my favorite. I know. I think we specified that no, that was not the case actually.
Mhm.
That was the first thing that Stingray thought of, so
It's gradually
Is
getting
Stingray the Nordic one again?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I did at least that choice last time did determine the music this time. Yes. It gradually is getting. They're making little adjustments, like very clearly looking at your reactions. It's kind of clear over time that Stingray's taste in what is music is a bit more percussive, and not percussive like drums as much as just loud sounds. But
Stingray loves breakcore.
yes. Eventually, we sort of see Mary Sue and Glam sort of roll up, and they're sort of pushing their sibling a little bit, nudging them, and as the style is shifting, eventually what's coming out is a little bit more jazzy, little swing to it. It's definitely less distracting, at the very least. It can sort of fade into the background. Okay, cool. Anyway, so big day tomorrow, CHEEG. Heavy's gonna sit up a little bit. God, 100,000 gold pieces, and the dragon heart gem. That's third one. Any big plans?
I have a project in mind, but nothing concrete yet.
Look forward to seeing how it goes. CYPHER, you're going on a date with the guy that she has to hopefully beat tomorrow. You think it's gonna be okay? I mean,
sure, everything will be fine.
let's see. He doesn't seem like the type to throw the fight, so I'm sure it'll be a time, but you're strong, CHEEG. I mean, God. The things you do with that rifle. It's something else. It's something else. As people are kind of attempting conversation and stuff is going on, is there anything specific that we wanted to happen over the course of the party? I do have games prepared if anyone wants to play those. If there are any specific scenes we want to play out, we can absolutely do that. Up to you folks. I've got a few things prepared, but I don't want to talk over everybody.
I ain't got nothing planned.
Real and true.
I imagine, despite party being for them, CHEEG is not attempting to be the center of attention at all.
Absolutely.
The enjoying the food and whatever else is on board.
Absolutely. Yeah, as you're getting your snacks and everything, things are pretty cozy. I'm going to imagine that Pain and Glory, even if our good friend Caleb Fiefling isn't here, but they probably would have shown up at one point for you, CHEEG. Glory sort of flies onto the ship pain in their arms. CHEEG, hey! Congratulations! Heyo! Heyo, that's fun. Hey, everybody! You guys are throwing a little party. That's great. That's great. God, I am so excited for you. You know, your first tournament at the Coliseum, and you're gonna go home a winner. Or, well, hopefully not too badly bloodied. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Good for you. You know, rumor has it that, what's his name? Aaron over there. Yeah, Andy. Andy's got something real big planned for you, CHEEG. That should be interesting.
Yeah, Andy?
That's great.
We say other things.
Okay. Let's see.
Don't worry about it.
Well, oh, I almost forgot. Here. And he's sort of going to clear his throat a little bit. And he is going to reach into his enormous mane of fine black hair and pull out what seems to be your second gift of the evening, CHEEG, setting it down. Here. You know, I'm not always Yeah, here you go. I tried my hand at some arts and crafts. You know, Payne made sure it wasn't too... Yeah, check it out.
What's inside?
CHEEG, you open up and you see what appears to be and this is incredible, a very fine magnifier that seems as though it would fit on the inside of your eyepiece. This magic item would give a +1 to ranged attack rolls when equipped.
It'll absolutely take that.
Yeah. I've got to be honest, the first 7 times it was just really hot, really jagged glass, but you know, you work a little bit and you figure out how to smooth it. It was a team effort.
Yeah, that's how crafts work.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you guys eat bullets? And Glory sees the snack table. Wow.
I believe they're just M&Ms, but
Oh, those are
help
pretty good.
yourself.
Yeah, thanks. And we watch as Glory heads over and gets a paper bowl full of just M&Ms. And he's just going to sort of tip it back. Ryder is going to sort of come up at one point behind you. You being... You know, it's going to be Siren. I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay, so there is an event at one point during the night where the guest of honor is supposed to stand. Okay. And they're going to point up. You see the crow's nest?
Mm-hmm.
I need to get them into that. And I was told that you would be the best one for the mission. Do you think you can get there with them at, let's see, 9 p.m.? Or by 9 p.m.?
Are we thinking like oh, hey, do you want to talk? Do you want to go like hang out out there? Or is this like sneak attack, surprise, fly them up there?
I mean,
Because I'm down for either.
let's see. Okay, Heavy did leave a note for any questions. It just says dealer's choice.
Mm.
And there's a little drawing of you at a blackjack table.
Can I see the drawing?
Yeah, okay. Take a look at it.
Oh,
It's
that's
very,
incredible.
very nice, very nice. So many buttons undone on your shirt, but it's tasteful.
That's great.
Yeah.
I look down to how low I have my shirt currently and maybe pull it up a little consciously. No, yeah, it's spitting image. Okay. I'll try the convincing method, and if it's not working, we'll sneak attack.
Okay. Thank you. I need to go. Thank you. And Ryder is sort of gonna dart off.
I'm gonna do a little salute.
Lovely. Cypher. It's partway through the party. You know that you have maybe half an hour before Andreas arrives. And at one point, you see the siren with red hair, that being Cora, sort of saunter up to you. Well, it seems that Small Fry is having a hand over at the Nerf gun range. Cypher Dreamer. My
Yes, you're Cora, right?
right. You sort of discovered me when I snuck onto CHEEG ship for the first time. It's been a little bit.
I do remember that. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I hear that you've got a date after this. That's fun.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to it.
Have you been on a date before?
I can't say that I have, no.
That's interesting. Bunch of first timers on this crew. Well, I hope that you have a nice time, first of all.
Hmm,
Hmm.
thank you, I appreciate that.
Of course, of course. Uh, you know, I saw a little bit of your performance in the tournament. Just wanted to thank you for not engulfing me in shadow and beating me off of the ship when I showed up that first time.
Oh, of course not. I don't usually fight like that.
Hmm. I'll keep that in mind. All right, well. Oh, um, here. I just wanted to give you something. Thought it might be helpful. They are going to reach out, and it seems what they are offering you is a little neck piece. Very easy to sort of tuck under anything you're wearing. But it does seem to have a tiny green sea flower, the type of which you're not familiar with. It gives.
Thank you so much.
Oh, of course, of course. Just in case you need a little help. Hmm. All right. What you are holding
Mhm.
in your hand, um, you can label it as a sea flower charm.
Sea flower.
While attuned, you have expertise in either deception or persuasion. You must choose one.
Hmm.
All right. As this is sort of taking place, you're doing your thing. Delphi. Sabrina is going to saunter up to you while everyone's having their respective conversations. My love?
Hi.
Hi. Are you having a good time?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. You've kind of been doing your own thing. I wasn't sure.
I mean, I usually am. Plus, a little tired from the fight. Probably should have grabbed a nap before this instead of helping.
Hey, you did a great job. Love the streamers.
Thank you.
Always. I I was just wondering, after everything with Mina and your siblings, if have you been enjoying being near everybody again?
It's been nice.
Good. Good.
Definitely kind of feels like I should probably visit home a little more often because, I originally didn't know about this tournament. Probably should be keeping up with my siblings' extracurriculars a little more.
Ah, I don't blame you. I mean, I know you have a bit of a rough time with them every now and again.
Doesn't everybody with their siblings?
Hmm. Fair enough. I also just wanted to give you a little heads up. I was taking a look around, and it seemed a few extra pairs of eyes were watching the ship from a little ways out. I'd say have a look, but I'm sure you know who they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely. And sure enough, we watch over by where the Nerf gun practice is happening. Small Fry has one eye closed as they're aiming out. They take a little breath. They shoot, and as the dart flies through the air, rather than landing square, it lands on what appears to be a starfish, which is now attached to the board. Small Fry opens their eyes. And we watch as the starfish begins to transform, hitting the ground. Ah! 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 And they're gonna take a few steps back, heading over to Cora. We hear whistling in the air, and the music, it gets a little softer, a little too hard to hear, and a second whistle harmonizes with the first. Finally, the ship begins to tip over to one side for a moment, only to suddenly jolt back up as we see it climbing on top with what appears to be dark eye makeup on. A familiar face standing just under 5 feet tall. As the twins land on the boat, Selkie takes form, and Mina, battle ready, stands at the end of the boat. we hear. Surprise! As the four sisters are now going to rush toward you, CHEEG. What would you like to do?
I don't know. I'm surprised that I can't. There's not really action I can take.
Absolutely. As you are surprised, they rush forward, and we watch as Mina suddenly picks CHEEG up and is going to hoist you onto her shoulders. We watch as Marissa and Nerissa come forward, and suddenly you feel your hands, your neck, and your head begin to grow heavy as they are throwing what appears to be seashell jewelry on over you, necklaces and bracelets and what appears to be a makeshift crown. And as they all stand back admiring their handiwork, CHEEG, you're kind of slaying. Selkie steps forward. Wait. One more thing. Going to reach forward. I need your hand.
Okay.
They touch your hand for a moment, and we watch as CHEEG, your skin begins to shimmer, turning from the shade of blue that it has been for the last few days back to its original green, as is the rest of you. There we go.
Nuts.
Mina's going to jump up. Since you beat me in the tournament, and that's the first, these last few days, it's been the first time I've ever lost at anything before. I wanted to come and bring everybody and give you some stuff and also make it so you're not blue anymore. So when, they tell the legends about you after your fight, it'll be accurate to who you are on the inside, which is not blue.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, of course. Okay. Well, here you go. And the sisters sort of step back. Selkie speaking up. That was kind of all we had planned, so we're gonna go raid your snack table. But yeah, congratulations.
Already took all of the M&Ms, but everything else should still be there.
Nice. Mina's gonna head off along with the other sisters. All right. It is as all of this is happening. Can I get perception checks from anyone in the party? If you guys would like, you can do the thing where one of you rolls and the others get I guess whoever does it would get a +6 from everyone here, if you'd like. And it'll just count for everyone. But yeah, who wants to roll perception for me?
Not it.
It's your party, and you'll roll if you want to. Roll if you want to. Roll if you want to.
I don't think my perception's very high. It's a problem. It's not. I could if no one else is going to.
I've got a +9 to perception, so I
Yeah,
don't know if
so
I'm
I think you should roll it.
All right.
okay.
DELPHI, that's going to be a +15 since the others aren't rolling. Okay?
Okay, slay. Come on, solitary D20 that I know the location of.
God.
Oh, that's gonna be an 18.
Really? So you rolled a 3 + 15.
Yes. This is why I roll on roll 20.
It's a little too late, maybe. Or not quite. DELPHI, you, as well as the rest of the party, so you're looking off of the boat at one point. Notice over on the other boat, parked next door, wearing what appears to be a gray suit with black shoes and a black undershirt, hair pulled back into a top bun. Andreas Aaron Dracon, waiting at CHEEG's ship, seemingly for CYPHER, with what appears to be a bouquet in hand. And with an 18, it hasn't been too long, but it seems that he has been standing there for about 30 seconds. ALYCIA, I see you're muted. Are you there?
I am in fact here.
Wonderful. CYPHER, it seems that is your cue to go. You're not in too much of a rush, as he doesn't seem to realize that you are on this boat and not the other one.
I'll agree to once I know he's there.
Lovely. You gonna say goodbye to everybody?
Nah.
Real. Everyone, CYPHER doesn't say goodbye to you, but as everyone saw him over there, you see CYPHER sort of get off of the party boat to head over. I will say, SIREN, this is your sort of mental cue that lets you know you have an hour to get CHEEG up to the crow's nest. All right.
Gotcha.
Lovely. CYPHER, as you head over, Andreas turns around. Hello, I do apologize. I did not want to intrude on the event. You look very nice.
To you.
Thank you.
Shall we?
Oh yes, absolutely. Pardon me. You see the bouquet. They appear to be made out of wildflowers, the sort that you might have seen in a meadow during your fox days. Just a vast assortment. They smell like home.
These are beautiful.
Oh yes, I am. Well, with what little, how would I put it? The lore that I've picked up on from you, I thought that you may prefer this. I know that I gave you a flower previously. I do hope this is not overkill, so to speak.
No, these are lovely. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Here, yes. He, handing you the bouquet, will extend an arm for you to come with him.
Hell yeah. I'll take it.
Lovely, lovely. He takes you back toward the secret tunnel that you have seen once before. And as you make your way through, while you do appear to be heading in the same direction, what you find on the other side is a very different iteration of the viewing room that you've seen previously. There is a table with white cloth over it. The floor is not just ocean blue, but as you step on it, it's almost like walking on water. In fact, you can see sea creatures swimming past underneath, and it's unclear whether or not this is an illusion. In fact, looking all around you, it is like being in a reverse aquarium. I do hope this is
This is amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I am not a magician, but I have learned a few things here and there, as I must. If I may. He offers to pull out a seat for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, yes. He takes a seat himself. Once again, I cannot thank you enough for accepting my invitation. It is very nice to get to spend more time with you.
I'm excited to spend more time with you as well.
I must admit, I was, well, I would not have blamed you if you chose not to accept, considering tomorrow I will be dueling your friend, CHEEG.
It's just a friendly duel, right?
Yes, I hold no ill will against CHEEG. I've discussed my motives.
Sure,
Yes,
of course. Then I'm sure everything will be fine.
lovely. I must ask, what did bring you here to the Colosseum for the tournament? You simply heard of it,
Uh,
or
well, we heard that Delphi's little sister was going to be doing a tournament of sorts, and we came to support.
Very good, very good. Yes, it is important to show our loved ones that we will be there for them. Very kind of you all. I don't suppose you. Well, now that the tournament is almost to an end, do you know where you will be heading after the fact? Yeah.
Well, we're currently on an adventure searching for dragons, so
Dragons.
I'll likely be returning to that. Mhm.
I see. You are dragon hunters?
Uh, Something like that is what we're becoming.
Uh, how did that happen?
Um, well, we stumbled into the first one by mistake, and then we yeah, from there it just continued on.
Intriguing. Is this a line of work that you find yourself enjoying?
Well, I've been learning a lot about the Isles, which has been nice. I do like collecting information.
But is there a but to this?
Well, it's definitely not something I consider doing long term. Not at all.
Hmm. I understand. Of course, I understand. I mean, well, I could not imagine continuing my career from here. You know this. I am out of the game. Even if you've only been at it for a short time, it can be exhausting. I often long for the days when this was merely a matter of reading scripture and legend.
Mm.
That is simply to say that dragons are beautiful creatures, and I much prefer admiring them as such, as opposed to snuffing out their light.
Of course.
Anywho, I do apologize. Maybe there is something lighter you would like to discuss. I don't mean to do all the talking.
Oh, no, no worries at all. Ah, hmm. You never really told you never really went into much detail about your adventuring days. Any stories that you want to tell?
Oh. Yes, I am. I suppose so, of course. Well, a very long time ago, I was not a dragon hunter so much as I was a dragon fanatic. As a very small child, I had a deep love for learning and a deeper love for secrets. That which is not known to the general public. Not keeping secrets so much as sharing them. That which is lost to time and may continue to be. I've often found that exploration is done with some sort of purpose of achieving glory. Recognition can be a reward, but truly what I would like to do is bring things to those who have lost their way. When I was young, I read of such a people. Individuals who have grown so distant from their ancestry that they don't even fully realize what they are. Tell me, CYPHER, do you know what a wormling is?
Wormling? They are young dragons, aren't they?
Yes, in a sense. But additionally, a wormling can be an individual who has draconic ancestry in their blood, deep in their past. Draconic DNA is an interesting thing. From what I've been able to find, someone can have a 10th, a 100th of it in their ancestry. And yet somehow those genes, that magic is so dominant that they're close enough to being half, sometimes even full-blooded without knowing it. All it takes is awakening that power within them, I found. Sometimes just the knowledge is enough. Of course, there is a price to pay. I mean, ignorance is often bliss. I have to wonder if most people would rather not know. If having that burden would be too great. That continuing as they are would be more comfortable, more agreeable. But what do you think? If you were a wormling, would you rather know or live in
I
ignorance to this?
feel like I feel like it might be good to know, personally.
Even if it would change everything?
Perhaps. It's better to know than to find out on your own later, right?
Yes, of course. Better to be prepared if it's going to happen regardless. Another thing that I found is that one does not have to be born a wormling. Someone,
They can become wormlings through other means.
yes. Through my studies and my travels, I found that a dragon can take a piece of their power and embed it inside of someone, whether willingly or otherwise.
Hmm.
I have.
Is
Yes?
is this hinting that you're a dragon?
Oh my. You do like to get straight to the point, of course.
My apologies.
Do not
I just connected the thought.
be sorry. Please do not be sorry in the slightest. I am not a dragon per se, but I am a wormling. I will admit that was not entirely my intention in asking you here. I did not just mean to reveal this to you. Arendricon. The name means many things. But for one, it can be translated to strong dragon. Although, I must admit, I've barely been able to manifest such power. Such an act is very dangerous, and I would rather let sleeping dragons lie, so to speak.
This makes sense.
However, going into this tournament, I would be lying if I did not say that when I was looking for someone to take up this power, I did consider that a fellow wormling may be best suited for the job.
As another wormling?
That's the interesting thing. That there was not a single wormling, but several.
Several. Oh,
Yes. I do apologize. I do not mean to put so much on the table at once. It's just you seem to be someone like me, someone thirsty for knowledge.
that is definitely wow. Several. Any idea who?
Yes. And I have a feeling you might as well. But truthfully, I wanted to hear your theories first, before I put everything out on the table. You're the type of person that I find it very entertaining to pick the brain of. Please know,
Ah,
I will tell you immediately after. I am just genuinely curious.
theories. Well, we definitely knew there was some among us. At first, we were certain of it, and then later on, we thought, okay, well, maybe the dragon is just fucking with us.
But was there anyone specific that you suspected?
Ah, maybe SQUO'MO.
The mage.
Well, they are a little strange, so
Of course, yes.
and very strong, so made perfect sense to me.
I did notice. And I was impressed, yes. Anyone else?
Yes, SQUO'MO was my only theory.
Okay.
I can't say I spent a lot of time thinking about it.
Well, if it is any consolation, you are safe from Miss SQUO'MO Guman. At least to my knowledge, no such power exists within her.
SQUO'MO is not the wormling. Okay, then. I am completely in the dark. Who it could be then?
And just as he is about to speak, we're going to switch to another scene.
Hey.
Yay! Alicia, I'm going to DM you. So, Siren, you've got a bit of an assignment.
Yellow.
Yellow, how are you going to tackle that?
You said it was Stingray on DJ?
Yes, Stingray is on DJ, but the others are helping.
Okay, sick. I wanna at some point casually go over and very quietly go, hey, you guys understand when I speak common, right?
Mercy's going to look up. Yeah, I mean, CHEEG speaks common all the time, so yeah.
I'm assuming because the spell that was cast on me earlier, hasn't it worn off?
Oh,
So I don't know what they're saying, but I hear a response.
yeah, you do hear a little, and they're nodding their head, that's right.
Alright, sick. Can you guys make the music just like a little overwhelming for about 15 minutes?
Are you, and
I've got a plan.
they make a sound that you can't quite process, but sort of like, are you sure?
Yeah. Trust me. Trust.
Glam and Mary Sue simply take their little appendages off of the table, we watch as Stingray's light grows brighter and brighter and brighter.
Awesome. I'm gonna wait for about 9 minutes, and then I'm gonna go walk over to CHEEG, wherever they are, kind of nudging them. Do you want to go get some air?
Sure.
Once
Yeah.
Ron's out. Yeah, kind of loud in here. I want to get out onto the deck.
hmm
There is a rope ladder leading up to the top.
Oh, we're being casual. We're still on the main area yet.
Sure, sure.
I'll get there. Trust.
Trust, trust.
So, good party, huh?
Yeah. Uh, I I guess social syndigs aren't necessarily my thing, but yeah.
Really? I would have never guessed. I am a little curious how they got enough Nerf guns for the shooting range. Do you think they just have those on ship?
Possibly good time.
We
Or
have to have a ship wars at some point.
could be fun.
Do you think they sell them at the arena?
Why would we buy them?
Oh, that's right. You like make stuff, huh?
Yeah, indeed.
I don't know. You seem very good at making weapons. I didn't know if it was your forte to make things that couldn't, you know,
I
do the
focus
real
on
thing.
weapons because adventurers make. In one adventure, we made 2,000 gold pieces apiece.
Mm.
So when you have people who do stuff like that coming to the island, yeah, I'm gonna. I think it just makes sense. Like food, housing,
Mm.
adventure, adventuring gear, stuff like that does really well over on over in Lagunia.
Interesting. What would you make if money wasn't an object?
I probably still would have stuck with the adventuring stuff. I do enjoy making it. I think it's fun to mess around, especially when it comes to messing around when I get access to wizard spells and stuff like that.
Mm.
I think it's really fun to mess with those. But
Yeah. You should see. SQUO'MO seems to have a lot of utility. Should mm, see if you could collab with them.
it could be fun.
Mm. I want to lean back, like on the side of the ship, like looking up into the sky. Really nice out tonight. Sucks that the sails are in the way. You know where we could get a better view, though?
You want to go riding? Oh,
Siren
sorry.
almost abandons mission when you ask that. I'm gonna let you see a spark in their eyes. Um, how about later? I
Okay.
had a different, maybe a bit further from the sea idea in mind. You ever been up there? I will point to the crow's nest.
Not on this ship, but
Hmm.
I've been in a crow's nest before. Yeah.
You know, I actually haven't.
I don't believe. I'm gonna need. I don't believe you. Ow. I'm not even gonna roll. I'm not even gonna roll insight on it. I don't care. I don't believe you.
I have it. Okay, the only ship I've been on where I was treated as part of the crew and not as entertainment was on Bonnie Citrine's ship. And at that point, I was a very novice sailor, and I was new to being on Earth. And so I was terribly clumsy. And my sister didn't trust me to go up there without tripping and falling and breaking something. So she wouldn't let me up.
You
And
can
every other
fly.
ship. Yeah, but I it's still I was terribly it was bad. It's less so about my body's ability to move and more so about losing the extra eyes. My sight, my depth
Mm,
perception was so bad.
I see.
Gotten better. I'd probably do just fine up there.
All right, let's go.
Alright. Do you want to climb up or do you want to take the fun way?
What's the fun way?
I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna fly up there.
Does CHEEG allow this?
Yeah.
Lovely. CHEEG, you soar. And this is probably the highest you've been, the fastest you've been. Before you know it, you're in the crow's nest, and it's. I mean, everyone's so small down there. Not too small, but quite the difference. You land, and the music isn't quite so obtrusive.
It is nice up here.
Mm-hmm.
I am haphazardly leaning over the side. Plus, you can see a lot more without the sails in the way.
True.
As the two of you
I
are.
think.
Yeah?
Hmm,
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say at some point, Siren is not looking at the stars and is just going to watch Jegg for a while.
What's CHEEG doing?
Um, CHEEG has a much more. I would say probably is more interested in the water than the stars themselves. But I mean, I imagine at some point he'll catch on to Siren staring.
And as the two of you lock eyes, down below, with only minutes until 9. DELPHI, what are you doing?
I think Delphi was chatting with Sabrina, and then when she saw Siren and she go up to the crow's nest, I think if Siren were to ever see Delphi doing that thing, you know when like your friends talking to their crush and you start making like kissy faces at them That's what Delphi's doing, except she's kind of doing that in conversation. Very, very much so, like, picking on Siren and Jegg.
Oh, beautiful. Siren, you can totally choose to tune this out. Of course, if you choose. Delphi is down there. But you know,
I flip her off.
you flip her off without breaking eye contact from Chi.
Delphi just fake gags.
Lovely. You fake gag. It's at this point that the fireworks are about to go off. Delphi, you feel a rapid tap on your shoulder from the side from Ryder. The music is loud. You can barely hear. Ryder looks at you.
They were supposed to calm down after 15 minutes. Did they just let him go crazy? Oh, fuck. They're made by CHEEG. They inherited the time blindness from ADHD.
God. Ryder is just shaking you. Delphi. Okay. Stingray is not turning off, and Stingray's secondary duty tonight was pyrotechnics. I need your help. Heavy is expecting a blast of electricity, but it looks like Stingray is so locked in with the turntable that they're fused.
Oh God.
What do we do?
Have you considered asking Heavy? You know, the other artificer.
Well, no, the problem is Heavy was trying to get Glam to do it, so Glam could just, like, maybe light the fireworks instead of setting off the system. The problem is that Glam is MIA. We cut off to the distance where Small Fry and Cora are sort of on the edge of the ship. Their feet are swinging off the side, having their own romantic moment, and we see Glam coming up behind Cora. This is away from everyone. This is for our audience at home. And we see just at the edge of Cora's hair a little bit of a fire beginning to light. And we see Gilbert come up behind Glam, putting a fin around where Glam's mouth would be. Not tonight, motherfucker. The two of them are going to splash in the water as we cut back to Delphi and Ryder. I need to light 107 fireworks. Now. Like 60 seconds.
Hey man, I don't think you could have picked a worse person to ask. Yeah, I can certainly try.
Okay. Lovely. You rush over to the edge, and as you get there, we see there's a little hatch in the ground. If you pull it open, we see Heavy down there panicking with Mary Sue, who seems to be making noises. Do you speak Primordial?
I speak a form of primordial.
Yeah, absolutely. Then if you speak Primordial, you can understand Mary Sue, who's going, "Oh, they fuck. Don't tell Cheek this. They fucked it up. Oh, they fucked it up. Oh no." Heavy's going, "Okay, all right. Oh, I need them all off at the same time. Okay. Oh, Delphi. Hey.
Do we have to have them all off at the same time?
They
Can you
need to be.
compromise?
They need to be synchronized. They need to be synchronized. I don't. Oh, I really need someone to work some magic right now. We have 45 seconds.
Man, I don't have magic.
But Delphi, if you'd like to find a solution and or have a brain blast moment, feel free to make a roll. You need to get creative, Delphi.
I need to get creative. What can I roll?
Investigation, perception, arcana, it's up to you.
You said one of those was perception, you
Yep.
said? Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll definitely take one of my perception rolls. Yeah, we'll take a perception. 16 should be good.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hopping forward on the ground by your feet, you see a little green frog. Gibby. SQUO'MO's familiar, staring up at you. Gibby opens their mouth, and inside of their mouth, they just fully spit out what appears to be SQUO'MO Guman's spellbook.
I guess I pick up the spell book.
All right. Would you like to make an Arcana check with disadvantage?
I can certainly fucking try.
Lovely.
14.
14. With a 14, Delphi, you are flipping through the book. You are trying to find some sort of spell that can help you ignite this all at once. First of all, the pages, every time you flip a page, the pages seem to be flipping themselves to different pages, which is very unhelpful. Just right off the bat. As you're looking further, moving around, get further down. First of all, a lot of this is like Krona something. And the more you flip the pages, the more confusing it is. But there is one spell. It seems to be a cantrip. Keeps popping up. It's called Dilate Time. You can instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. You can also accelerate the effects of fire in a combustible material. Delphi Neptara. It's as you are looking through this that just behind you, we see a familiar pair of bulbous eyes. SQUO'MO Guman. For some reason, Gibby has given Delphi what appears to be your spell book. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna slowly. I'm gonna walk over, but in a way where it seems like I think I'm being very sneaky about it. You know, I'm trying to slink along, but I am not stealthy in the slightest. I'll walk on forward. I would like to see that back, please.
Oh my god, I need you to ignite all these fireworks right now. Whatever bullshit you have going on in that book, there is something horribly wrong with you. I don't want to touch magic. I don't want to touch fire, and I want to touch fire magic. And DELPHI all but shoves that spell book into SQUO'MO's hands.
That is, for one, very rude. Very rude. This is a perfectly normal magical tome. You are just weird.
No, no. I've seen spell books. I've seen spell books. None of them do that bullshit.
Okay,
And for
yes,
you
yes,
to understand that, please, just, I commend you in your ability to do magic, but what the fuck, man?
It is a perfectly normal spell book. You are being weird. You can do anything normal with it. It's a regular spell book. Can I light all of the fireworks?
Oh, absolutely. No problem. All 107 fireworks go off at the same time. And as they do so, CHEEG and SIREN, just behind your heads, you see them go up. And unlike the bass of the music down below, which is somehow finally fading, every pop is soft. It's warm, but at the same time it feels gentle. And as we look off in the distance, CHEEG, you see a light show that shows you and your friends. CHEEG Sparkjorker, go be our hero. They go off without a hitch. And you and SIREN have the best view out of anyone. SIREN, as the one who brought CHEEG here, is there anything you'd like to say or do in this moment?
I think under my breath, oh, kind of thought they were planning to throw water on you.
What?
What? Nothing.
Yeah, they must have gotten me with a little bit of water. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes like the waves, they splash up and it can get
Mm-hmm.
crazy high.
Indeed.
Yeah. Speaking of water, is the is is the offer to go riding still an option?
Sure.
Cool. Cool.
Nice. SIREN and CHEEG, as you get your respective boards and presumably head out off in the distance as the fireworks are going, but they're fading. Back on the ship, Heavy climbs up out of the pit, looking to SQUO'MO and DELPHI. All right, we did it. Thank you both. SQUO'MO, Gooman.
Yes, of course.
I now owe you a life debt.
For fireworks?
No.
SQUO'MO Gooman looks so utterly confused because I'm pretty sure SQUO'MO Gooman was like up and napping in the fucking crow's nest or something and just woke up a couple minutes ago and is unaware of what they're... Of course, yes. Hey, I understand that you owe me, but you can pay it off slowly. Can I take their hand?
Yeah.
Take as long as you need. I am a patient woman.
Good, good. And Delphi, I couldn't explain it to you if I tried. But thank you for almost losing your soul to whatever's going on with SQUO'MO's spellbook.
I've never been happier to see SQUO'MO behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it. Oh, SQUO'MO's like blushing a little bit. Oh, stop. Oh, it's embarrassing.
What was going to be embarrassing was what was going to happen if I tried to use your spell book.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of everyone here. Hopefully CHEEG and SIREN are having a nice time. We did that, and, that's probably the most exciting thing that's going to happen tonight, You ever just get that feeling?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get a
We
flash image of
don't we kill
Siren.
dragons?
Tonight. You get a flash image of SIREN?
Siren trying to use their board to send a splash cheek with a wave.
How does CHEEG respond?
Well, I mean, I can't really splash waves with my board because it's, you know,
In the air?
yeah.
Yeah.
Lame.
CHEEG, you get splashed by the water, and all of a sudden, Glam is on your surfboard for some reason? Glam looks from side to side at the two of you.
What are you doing? What are you doing in the water?
Before I respond, because we've recently been Southern for Mary Sue. No, Nordic Viking for Stingray. What do we want for Glam now?
California.
Sigh, dude.
Okay, never mind. I don't like this actually.
You get one.
I don't like this actually. Never mind.
Eat that Californian, and what Jegg interprets is going to be rapidly different. Don't play with fire.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I could do like God, what is it? Valley Girl?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna Australian. How about that? There you go.
I like that one. Listen, your guess is as good as mine. All I know is I tried to send the red-haired witch back into the deep and, well, I made an enemy today. Oh, the one trying to take... Hasn't there been like a... What's that? The one who broke onto the ship and then tried to drown Small Fry for, what was it, 36 hours? Yeah, I couldn't believe it, so yeah, I was gonna burn her.
I don't think if Small Fry was underwater for 36 hours, I don't think we'd have that. Yeah, I don't think that she was drowning Small Fry, but
Well, I mean, no, I was surprised. I didn't think that Fry had the constitution, but well, that just goes to show what I know. Anyway, let's see. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll have to head back. Hey, Gilbert? Yes. And we see a little blue fish with yellow stripes come out of the water. All right, come on, you're bringing me home. And Glam's gonna jump off your hoverboard onto Gilbert. Okay. Who begins swimming back very slowly. Bye, CHEEG, I love you.
we love you too, but
Siren, you don't know what you just saw.
Not a damn clue. I was focusing on new strategies to splash them.
CHEEG, you get hit with like a tsunami as we cut away from your scene. With heavy SQUO'MO and DELPHI. We sort of zoom out as we see them off in the distance, fading to black, and then fading back in with CYPHER across the table. From Andreas Arendricon. I know that is a lot to take in.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
Well, if you have any questions, I am more than happy to answer. I just... Out of everyone, I felt that I could talk to you about this.
Absolutely. Thank you for letting me know.
Yes, yes. And however tomorrow goes, one way or the other. I have to say, it was a pleasant surprise to see that, well, that whoever I go up against, it's not going to be one of our kind.
Mm.
Oh, at this point, I imagine drinks had appeared, food. I'd like to imagine a nice assortment of fish as you are on a floating island in the middle of the ocean. Hey, tell me, do you have a favorite pastry of any kind?
Favorite pastry? I honestly haven't had too many of those before.
Let's see, well, what do I have here? A red velvet cake, pistachio ice cream. You see the red and the green and immediately get flashbacks to Lagunia and Verdasia, respectively. Oh, let me see. If you would like, I have a,
What is your favorite sweet?
well, I was always a partial to a good, believe it or not, a Danish, a traveling companion of mine, they made them and they were just, excellent. I do miss them.
A Danish sounds wonderful.
Okay, yes. They produce pastry for you. It is circular with a custard filling and what appears to be some sort of berry on the top. Sort of in a little crevice. There's also a nice glaze to it.
Oh. So this is the Danish.
Yes, anywho, I don't, I wish you the best with whatever happens from here. And even once this tournament is over, I would look forward to seeing how you fare on your quest.
We'll be able to keep in touch.
I would like that if you would like that.
I would.
Wonderful. I have to ask,
Mhm.
that what we've discussed this evening, the knowledge that I've shared with you, Do you intend to share it with the rest of your party?
I'm not sure.
It is fair. As I said before, I know this knowledge can change everything.
I'll warn the wormlings themselves. And we'll go from there. I think that will be the best course of action.
Fair enough. Is there anything else you wanted to do this evening, or would you like me to walk you home?
Sure, if you'd like me to go home, I definitely can.
No, I wanted to give you the option. I could spend the rest of the evening with you and be a happy man, but if you want to stay, that is one thing. What would you like, CYPHER?
I can stay with you a little longer.
Thank you for that. And with that, at least for now, let me sort of open it up to the table. Now, folks, if we'd like, we could take a break and then sort of come back for a post-date, post-party scene. Anything you folks would like to do? Now, my intention was to sort of go cut forward to party coming to a close, maybe CYPHER coming back, but if that's not going to happen this evening, that's up to you guys. ALYCIA, do you think CYPHER comes home that night, or would you prefer to have this scene the next day?
You know what? Next day is fine.
Okay. Does anyone here need to have a scene that takes place during the night of the party, or do we just want to get to the party the next day?
I don't have any ideas for a scene for DELPHI.
No, I just need to reroll my spell book, but that's normal.
Absolutely, that is normal.
It should be known that Siren comes back from surfboarding and drinks.
All right. Well, fair enough. Yeah. The next day comes. Eventually. That night, those of you who came back or were around enjoyed the rest of CHEEG's party before it came to a close. Whether CHEEG and SIREN were too busy enjoying each other's company to see the end of that party, no worries either way. CHEEG, you come back and you see what was once the enormous banner that was up on the board seems to have shrunk down and is now sort of pinned on the same board, and it now looks like an enormous card. Take a look. There are messages from several people. It looks that at one point another paper was sort of added, making it like a booklet. So there are multiple notes and signatures from SIREN. Both of them just so fancy. You could read it hypothetically, if you want to roll for it. But it seems that everyone is cheering you on, as if the fireworks weren't enough to say that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the most disappointing round of combat following all of this.
Gosh. It should be noted, assuming that you went home that evening to get a full rest, none of you see CYPHER at night. However, the next day, there's a smell of bacon and hash browns in the air as Heavy delivers breakfast, not to mention hangover cures to those who need them, over on your boat, CHEEG. So you folks get up, presumably to partake in what she's cooked for you. That is when the lot of you would see CYPHER sauntering toward the ship. ALYCIA, how does CYPHER look as they head back?
They're still in their clothes from last night.
They're still in their clothes from last night, folks. CYPHER, you come up and it looks like Heavy has sort of set up a table on the deck where everyone is having breakfast. They get a good look at you. Nice. They're going to move on to dish out more food.
Good morning.
Morning.
How was your night?
It was something. I'm gonna go get dressed.
Mhm. Interesting. I didn't take him to be like extraordinarily bad at it. Hmm.
Small Fry is like cutting into the hash browns. Extraordinarily bad at what?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Going on dates.
Oh. Well, fair enough. Let's see.
Someone more responsible for you than me can talk to you about it later.
Oh, okay. This is happening. CYPHER, you are able to get changed, of course. Doesn't take very long for you cleaned up. Do you go back to join everyone for breakfast and any conversations?
Yeah. I'm gonna slip in like I've been there the whole time.
Absolutely. CYPHER has mastered the quick change. Couldn't even tell. Ryder sort of scoots forward as they sort of lean toward you. So, you made it back. Did you
I did.
learn anything that could help CHEEG? And we watch as they take their fork and they pop their egg yolk in the enemy today.
Well, I have some news. I don't know how Cheek will feel about it per se, but it could help Cheek plan.
I see.
You don't have to share if
Right.
you don't want to.
I Yeah, how about you step into a more secluded area, and I can tell you what I found.
Oh,
Lovely. Not to assume that anyone here is going to be very rude, but are you guys just gonna let G go? All good with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We don't have a very sneaky party, which is good. Very good. Cypher and Cheeg, you head off without a hitch, able to sort of head down below the deck.
So, you're soloing a wormling today.
well, that's great.
That's that's all I've got. He's also been doing this since he was young.
Yeah, that was the
So,
assumption. Not the wormling part. That's a surprise, but the yeah.
yeah, it turns out there's a couple on the island. The more you know.
On the island.
Yep.
You don't have to tell me, but who?
Who knows?
Okay. I would be remiss if I didn't ask for one. Roll me a deception check. You're gonna be my insight.
Yeah.
I would be,
Hey,
Who knows?
I
I
would
don't know.
be stupid to not think you were lying in this instance.
hey, yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't know whether to give disadvantage to Alicia or advantage to Ben at this point, but like, who knows?
Who knows?
Dealer's choice.
Okay, I did really good. I got a nat 20.
Oh well, it doesn't matter what I roll. No, that's it. Even if I nat 20, it doesn't matter.
Cypher's like, who knows?
I got a 14
I'm gonna.
plus 0.
Okay, as the DM, all I'm gonna say is, they said, who knows, in such an awkward way, but they're not like giving away any other clues. So whatever they know, they're not budging. Like, you're not stupid, but they're not like looking over at anyone or.
I'm gonna take this as I'm just not gonna pry. This is obviously information. If it was information that put us in danger, I believe that Cypher would help.
Yeah, exactly. You and Cypher have had a pretty solid working relationship so far, so hopefully they wouldn't get you killed. Um,
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not. No. Cypher would tell you everything you need to know. Of course. Of course. Does Cypher talk to anyone else that morning?
Do I catch Delphi?
Sure. Uh, Delphi, you see Cypher and Cheeg come back as you're like having your breakfast, and Heavy's gonna put a hand on your shoulder. Oh, good luck, kid.
Huh?
Nope. Sort of scoot your chair out for you. All right, come on. Sabrina's just like, oh, Heavy's gonna pick up Sabrina. I love you. As Heavy carries Sabrina off.
Hold on. Just sorry, nothing gets said. Heavy just proceeds to separate Sabrina and Delphi.
Sabrina says, I love you.
I No, sorry. Delphi just doesn't know what's going on. She just gets pulled. Her girlfriend just gets pulled away from her. That is the context that I have right.
Yeah, Heavy's just walking off as Cypher. Delphi is now alone.
Miss Delphi, do you have a moment?
Apparently.
Is Miss Sabrina okay? The reason she was just whisked off?
Heavy works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe there's a surprise that they're making for you or something. Hopefully I didn't ruin it.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd be getting a surprise. Well, I can think of one reason, but I don't think the timing's right.
I see. Do you mind if we find somewhere quieter to talk?
Sure. I mean, I guess we can. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can just head to the captain's quarters.
Sure, if that's where you are comfortable going.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have suggested it otherwise.
Fair enough. Lead the way.
So we're heading to the captain's quarters. We're moving from CHEEG ship over to Sabrina's ship. Is that correct? Or am I misunderstanding? Miss Moons, that was a question for you. So whatever you just said, you cut out for me. Can you say that again?
So, all right.
Oh, voice connection. Oh. Let me just awaiting endpoint. Discord, I'm howling at the moon. Sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon.
Hello?
Hi. Sorry, there you are. So
Are we good?
I think we're good,
No.
guys.
Does this Discord just fuck itself?
Okay,
yeah.
It was
I don't know if that
Discord.
was me.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know if that was Jegg.
Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
sorry.
Yeah, Donnie Discord was sort of fucking us up.
Donnie Discord. Sorry, what I was trying to say was I had assumed that we were on Sabrina's ship because Heavy was making breakfast.
No, I
But-
had said that Heavy brought the table over to CHEEG ship for some.
I completely missed that part.
No worries, no worries. No, it's very much a, yeah. Like you
Yeah,
said.
no, they still go over to Sabrina's ship.
Yeah, you get to the captain's quarters. Close the door.
Am I like... I genuinely have
Uh-oh.
no idea what what this conversation's gonna be about. How was your date? I don't think you'd pull... I thought if you'd pull anybody aside quietly to talk about your date, it would have been Siren, but...
Oh, no, it's nothing about the date. It's just a question, really. If you happened to be turning into something that you never expected to turn into, would you want to know?
Did one of my sisters put you up to this?
No, I wish that was the case. I wish I was fucking with you right now. I unfortunately am not. I just wanted to double check. Did you want to know, or did you want to remain in ignorance?
I mean, I think I'd like to know. What?
Okay. Do you remember way back when we first got the first gem, how the red one told us that there were wormlings among us?
Vaguely. I mean, she talks a lot, so.
She does, in fact, talk a lot, but I found the identities of the wormling.
Identities? Yeah, no, you did just say there were multiple, but sorry.
Mhm. The identities. In plural, yes. So referring back to my question.
Uh. Oh. Oh. Sorry, give me a sec.
No worries. It's a
Sorry,
lot
that
to
wasn't in
process, I
character. That wasn't in
understand.
character. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Even
No,
better.
sorry.
No worries.
Okay. All right. No, sorry. Back to character. Oh. Um, you know, you figured that out on your date?
Well, it turns out the date was a wormling and can sense other ones.
Oh. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Did you tell Cheek?
That he was a wormling, yes. That you were a wormling, no.
All right.
I figured the wormlings' identities should be revealed to the wormlings first before telling everyone else.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, sorry. I know my mom. I don't I don't.
It's not
God, I thought you were gonna tell
necessarily.
me. Sorry, I thought you were gonna tell me you had to like execute me or something.
What?
I was like, what did he
No, of
tell
course
you?
not. No, no execution or anything like that. I just thought you'd want to know that you and your sisters are wormlings.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
It
all know.
seemed. Oh, you all know that already?
I, I, I mean, yeah, that's our mom. Hey, I'm pirate because I want to be. Like, okay, sure, this is like a rebellious phase that went on a little too long because I fell in love, but like, we're all still close and chill. Or, well, we were closer and chill, or at some point, but this isn't like. I mean, we
Oh,
all
so
like most of us started popping out with powers. We started like we were questioning stuff.
I see. Okay. So you knew when the dragon told us there were wormlings among us. You just didn't want to say anything, or
Oh, I also didn't know that they had clocked me. I mean, if I do have like a casting ability, I haven't really tapped into that yet. Um, so I don't know like magic stuff. I didn't know that was like a sense thing.
oh,
That
that's
explains a
fair.
couple of things, but yeah, no.
All right. I just figured this is information that you would want to know, and do as you wish with it. If you want to let everyone know, then you can do that, or we continue to keep it on the DL in case of a not pleasant reaction.
I mean, you guys are gonna find out eventually.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess so. Apologize for turning from pulling you away into a conversation that was not as fun as you were expecting, but
No,
that's
yeah,
all I've.
no, it's okay. This could have gone a lot worse. Yeah, no, especially because we're,
I just
you
didn't
know,
know if you knew, and I figured that's probably something somebody would want to know.
right. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I like I said, I didn't know I'd been clocked. And also, we got attacked by a dragon, then they're pointing fingers. Like I didn't think that was I didn't think that was the right time.
Oh, that's a good point. No, it makes sense.
But yeah, I mean if that's all you have for me, we can head back out.
Yeah, that's all I had.
All right.
Great talk.
Yeah.
And they will leave.
Lovely. All right, all right. Well, CYPHER, with that, is there anyone else you need to speak to?
No. I think that's everyone I need to talk to.
All right. Interesting. I love that. Okay. CHEEG and DELPHI, you have had your respective conversations with CYPHER. How are SIREN and SQUO'MO doing that morning?
SQUO'MO, I don't feel like SQUO'MO's really doing very much. Just kind of relaxing. Maybe sneaking a bit of giggle weed from the greenhouse on the ship.
I
That's
love
really about it. She ain't got much else going on. She's probably just gonna go smoke that up in the fucking crow's nest.
I love that. I love that. Um Random thing. You do this presumably from CHEEG's crow's nest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Um Looking as you're doing your thing, a little paper, well, you're not really sure what it is. It looks like a paper bird, but it flies and sort of lands at your feet in the crow's nest.
I'll take it and unwrap it.
You see a note from Ryder. You sleep in the crow's nest too? Question mark. I didn't know that anyone else did that. If you look up, you see in the other crow's nest Ryder.
Can I make eye contact with Ryder? Hand the paper over to a mage hand, and then have the mage hand roll up a blunt for me using that paper while staring at Ryder.
Ryder stares at
I'll
you.
kind of
Yeah.
I'll kind of nod. I'll take, because how far away is their crow's nest from ours, or from CHEEG's?
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably about 100 feet. It's a little bit taller. But you guys are parked side by side.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm.
But like, I'll give you the range. Like, it's funnier this way.
Uh-huh. Uh. I do want to. Can I do a bit where I take hits and then, using Mage Hand, pass it back and forth?
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's what SQUO'MO's doing today. SQUO'MO doesn't have much going on.
I love that. I love that. SQUO'MO, as you're having a pretty fun time doing your thing. And you seem to have you found an ally here in the crow's world. Siren, how are you spending your morning after the
You're,
night? Yeah?
you're, here's the thing. I don't think Siren gets hungover. And I don't, I think their tolerance is high, so I do think they significantly drank last night, and they're up with like a cup of tea, chilling. Probably daydreaming about boarding, but mainly just having a slow start morning.
Lovely. It's nice that Siren and SQUO'MO are able to have a relatively chill morning, especially with this being the big day. Tonight,
We've been on vacation since like day one.
since day
Mhm.
one.
Hey, I got my ass beat by a 16-year-old. Do you know what? Sure. I deserve a break.
You guys are chilling out. CYPHER is doing lore dumps. CHEEG, with what you now know, is there anything you need to do?
I mean, I I can't really. I mean, I don't have dragon hunting equipment. So or anything that does specifically extra damage to dragons. So I will just, prepare as I usually do.
Fair enough. Cheek, all your stuff is in tip-top shape. That morning, it does look like that Glam maybe got a little bit of seawater in their system after their swim last night, but they're doing pretty well. Stingray is no longer fused to anything and is fully charged. And Mary Sue's Mary Sue. She's doing A-okay. Before anything takes place, with any of you for that matter, I would like to ask you all a question. And this is above board. Out of the party, who does your character currently trust the most, and who do they trust the least? You can say it, or you can DM me. However,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think trust the most right now is probably CHEEG.
I was gonna say also, CHEEG and SIREN are top 2, and then I feel like then everyone else, and then well, maybe then DELPHI, then CYPHER, then basically every NPC we've met so far.
I do believe my trust the most is a very easy clock.
I
Um,
yeah, I kind of same boat. Least
I am trustworthy. I am so
Not-
trustworthy.
honestly, you are not. You are not. You are not in the least camp because you have a set of principles that you have stuck by. Also, you don't cast damaging magic, so
honestly, my least trustworthy is not anyone in the party. I feel like I fuck with everyone in the party, and everyone's shown me enough of themselves where I believe that they are who they claim to be.
See, you say I wouldn't cast damaging spells, but then I would cast sleep on you and then push you into the water.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not
but that would
casting a
be
damaging spell.
funny.
well, that's not casting damaging spell.
And that would be funny.
Okay.
I believe I have the most health in the party. I'm not sure if that's 1000% true, but I'm up there.
It is
Okay,
pretty
wait,
high.
no, fuck you. How much HP do you have? No. We're
Well,
doing
I'm
this.
gonna say that DELPHI has 41, and that's not the most. So,
What? No, I don't.
oh, what?
41. If you're looking at the slideshow, that's from that's old. My sheet says I have 65.
Oh,
CHEEG, okay, wait. How much HP does CHEEG have? Question.
66.
Okay, I have to. Okay.
and I have to
I'm like
update.
50 something.
Yeah, I don't think
Now tap.
it also says my AC is 17
Also,
on that little side.
why are you getting defensive? You're a wizard.
I think at some point you had 11 HP. And
Wrong.
at one
Okay. Well, actually, I have 20 now. So shut up.
okay, I remember distinctly a level up where you were sad that you didn't go down in HP.
That's because it was the first level up, and because I have negative
You
constitution.
wanted to go down from 11.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I think it was 9, and then you went up to 11, and you were sad you weren't going down from 9.
That's something. Let me tell you.
Okay.
So
15
DELPHI
D8 is my full gun charge.
Yeah.
She's offended
That-
because you
hey,
think she can't
that's-
take you down.
That's 70 HP of sleep.
You said 50 D8?
15.
Oh.
So
Oh, upcast.
Because I cast sleep and then I fan the hammer and just upcast it with every single fucking spell slot in that gun at once.
I love that. Okay, I have 2 questions before we move forward. 1, is Delphi's AC 20? Is it a +1 shield? Is my question.
What? I thought it was no, it's 19. I'm pretty sure it's just a normal shield.
Okay, okay. And you
At least
said
that's what I have written down, but we did say that I need to go through and double check my character sheet because
Oh.
stuff is not where it's supposed to be.
absolutely, absolutely. And then your HP is how much?
65.
65. Okay. For the time being, I am correcting the slideshow. With that, though, I'm going to just finish my questioning. Because, Alicia, I did hear that you trust CHEEG the most. Are you comfortable saying who in the party you trust the least?
It's kind of even across the board right now.
Really?
Oh,
Everyone
that's
else?
so mean.
Well, I mean,
How dare you. I am so trustworthy.
to be fair, if we're speaking technically, it sounds like Siren, forgive me if I'm wrong, you are in the same boat. It's not necessarily that you distrust the others, it's just you trust them all pretty equally after the tops.
Kind of.
Okay.
Like, it's different for each of them. It's just not one weighs over the other too heavily.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's CHEEG, then DELPHI, and then CYPHER and SQUO'MO would be a close call. But I don't distrust anyone in the party.
Okay. All right. And then, Drew, I just want to confirm for DELPHI real quick.
I hadn't gotten the chance to say anything. I don't know what you're confirming.
Then go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna Siren's number 1.
Of course.
CYPHER and CHEEG are tied, and it's not even that DELPHI distrusts SQUO'MO. DELPHI doesn't like that spellbook.
I love that.
Sorry, if that scene today hadn't happened, it would be Siren and then everyone else has died.
Cool, cool.
It's the Aso conundrum. They trust the person, not the magic item.
Okay.
Side and nickel.
All right. So, it sounds like the most trustworthy party member. It's looking like CHEEG. Purely going off of the fact that CHEEG and Siren are pretty high up there across the board. Interesting, interesting. All right, that's great to know, guys. Thank you. That wasn't for any particular reason that you need to worry about mechanically.
I don't believe you.
You're just stirring up shit.
Just starting shit.
Starting shit.
No mechanics.
Didn't even
just
ask
drama.
mine.
Oh,
Hearing, I'm just saying, maybe resentment will bubble. Who knows? Who knows? Don't worry about it. What matters now is that you're all going to have a pretty solid day. Is there anything that needs to happen before we take our long rest? By which I mean we end the session.
No. I mean, I'm good.
Wonderful.
I'm good.
Good,
I'm good.
good. Everyone do me a favor before next week. I want you to mark down inspiration.
Okay.
Okay.
Yippee.
Yippee, yippee.
We get inspiration for having opinions, guys.
Mhm. Oh, yes, absolutely. All right.
one extra little star over the one I already had.
Yay. I'm so sorry. Inspiration doesn't stack. Yay.
Hey, it's my fault for not using it. I hoard it too much.
That's real. I'm tempted to do the thing that they... And hey, guys, we're about to outro, but this is starting sort of the banter for the end. Kids on Bikes, specifically when they did Misfits and Magic over on Dimension 20, they had this thing where you could give other people your inspiration dice, essentially, and I thought that was really fun.
You know what my favorite creative use of inspiration-like mechanics it has been?
What?
A Quarterthea and Flowers, where they had their tokens, and they could burn it for advantage, and they could give it. I actually can't remember if it was specifically advantage, but I thought it was so fun, and it's something I've been wanting to do with my IRL game. But now my IRL game has split up.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
I only have D&D online now.
Question: could we use it to give disadvantage to another person?
I was tempted to do that if you guys could give me a straight answer for who's like, if everyone could be like my least trusted one, whoever had the most least, I did have a mechanic for that, but you guys didn't give me a clear one. So that person would have been able to give someone
Yeah, we trust our
disadvantage.
party members.
Can I
Yeah.
do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? You guys trust me, right?
No, I'm sorry, but I feel like
Hey, I want to let you know, I love you to death. I do not trust Liz specifically with that mechanic.
yeah, no.
do
We
you-
would
Real.
never roll a death save flat ever again.
Okay, I wouldn't use it for something like that. Probably.
But wouldn't it be funny?
It would be funny.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Shut the
Bless
you.
fuck
Thank you.
up, Benny.
It
Thank
would-
you.
But
There-
specifically,
Yeah.
no. Okay, but you should let it be a thing, so then we forget about it up until the very last death save.
That would be so horrible, especially because, once again, just pulling it back, I was thinking it'd be the most fun if whoever was the least trusted could tell me in secret.
Okay,
then-
but I need. But here's my point to the group of why I think it's fair that I should, SQUO'MO Goodman
think-
already kind of has the
Again.
power to kind of
Yep,
to
yep,
do
Ben.
this.
You want us to vote to give you this ability, my vote will always be against allowing you to give me disadvantage. So no.
No, and once
Oh.
again,
The more
you
you
will
campaign-
never convince me.
The more you campaign, the less I want you to have it.
exactly.
And again, this is like, I cannot stress enough. I care for you deeply as a person. I do not trust you with that ability.
I love this because now I'm definitely not going to use it. Now that we've discussed it, it's like, no, okay, that's definitely not. It already doesn't work just because, you guys aren't mean to each other. Because it's easy to be like, because
Sorry,
everyone
no,
wants to say, I trust my friend the most. No one wants to say, I trust this person the least. But, yeah. All good.
Mm,
Oh, anyway, gang, this has been Adventures in the Avaricious Archipelago. I've been here with some really cool people who I'm going to shout out now. Ben is CHEEG.
Yeah.
ALYCIA is CYPHER.
Ew.
Draw is DELPHI.
Yo.
Benny is SIREN. Liz as SQUO'MO.
never mind. Fuck you guys. I have silvery barbs. I'm fine. I just need to roll down my deck.
God. Everyone, hello. It's been me, your favorite Jegg Minecraft, 23, they, she, and happy to be. Yeah, we've got to find someone to raid. I'll tell you what, we're gonna do this a little bit differently. We're not gonna raid Jerma. First of all, I'm so sorry, Liz.
One day.
Not even the opportunity to open her mouth.
No. But tell you what, ALYCIA, my friend,
Hmm.
I have a list from 1 to 11. Pick a number.
A list from 1 to 11. Let's go with 9.
Okay. Let's see. Sad Bunny Art is playing a game called Eastward, which I haven't heard of, but we're going to raid them. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to go raid Sad Bunny Art. We hope to see you again next week when we play more AAA on Monday at 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right.
We'll see what the weather looks like tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week.
That's
Because I
right.
work at a pool and that dictates whether or not I'm here at 8.
Yes. All right, everyone, hop on the raid train. We are going to get raiding in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two,
One.
one.
Bye.
Happy New
Happy
Year!
New Year.